Hello and welcome to the Bike Shed Show. We are ridiculously excited to be here. It's 2022. We have 6 bikes, 2 smiley faces, and a hall full of very, very happy custom bike shed people.
Absolutely. So it's been 3 years since the Bike Shed Show was last on. Last time we came here, we had 2 builds. This time, like Stu alluded to, we're up to 6. We have been in the workshop every single day for the last month. We've been up at 1 o'clock in the morning. We've been in the workshop at 5 o'clock in the morning. We had certain parts on some of the bikes that we're bringing that were finished off the morning we were meant to be loading the van. So it's been hectic, it's been carnage, but right now we are
buzzing.
on it.
We are
on it.
buzzing. It's not just the coffee, it's not just the vegan burritos, it is all of it. We are overjoyed with the fact that we're here with what is, in my opinion, the best of PCC. We have everything here that has ticked every box, from exotica to fabrication to PCC personality. We have ticked every box and I am overjoyed.
100%. We've got new parts, we've got exciting new just ideas and concepts, both from the customer's point of view, from Valkyrie, they've done some incredible things for us. We're not going to go into too much detail now because we want to go through each of the 4 bikes that we've brought that have been previously unreleased individually, basically. So I'm going to head off to the new one, the Midnight Racer, which is our bike, and we'll see how we get on. Okay, so this is the Midnight Racer. This is our new in-house bike. This is actually our bike that we can use throughout the summer to go and do things like ride a motorcycle, the things we never really have time for. What we wanted to do with the Midnight Racer is we did a build previously called the Silver Racer. Have a look in our YouTube channel to find the details on that. Everybody went mad for it. We went mad for it. Stu loved it when he was riding it. We wanted to create one basically for ourselves, and in doing so we wanted to add a splash of all the other things that we do really, really well. All the products that we know really work, and all the finishes and all the people that we work with to make it, basically elevate it to that next level. So, I mean, like the part that sings most is obviously going to be the paintwork. So Valkyrie have done an incredible job on this, probably my favourite paint job that we've ever done on any of our bikes. The brief from my point of view was to say to the guys at Valkyrie, we want a bike that from a distance looks black and stealthy, and then you get close to it and you're like, oh no, that's blue. Okay, that's very, very cool. And then you push it outside in the sun and it shines. And also we want to have some hidden graphics on there. So not too much to ask, I'm sure you'll agree. The guys completely nailed it. There is no sort of deeper blue that I've ever seen. It almost looks liquid. It's incredible. From the back of that, obviously everything needed to be blacked out. We wanted the paint to sing on top. We wanted everything to be blacked out to make sure that would sing over everything else. So we've gone with the full anodized kit on the front end. We've gone with the full sort of powder coated cylinder head covers. We've gone with the black Wilbur shot. We've Cerakoted the full exhaust. So all of those good products that we know really work, we've made them go black. On top of that, we've given it some extra special bling. So we've gone with Rizoma grips. We've gone with the Motor Gadget dash. We've gone with a Koso LED front light. We've got James has recovered this, so that's JK Upholstery, has recovered the PCC seat. And then we've hidden a few little extra tricks and such. So we've got our race number on there, which is 55. So when Stu used to race bikes, that was his race number. We wanted to make it real personal. And we've got the Work Brennan logos on the tank as well, which is obviously a nod to the fact that this is, we're referring to as the Midnight Racer, because it's got that sort of racy, sporty feel to it. On top of that, we've gone with the Dunlop Mutants. They are by far and away the best wet and dry weather tyre I think I've ridden on in a very long time, if not ever. Because of that, the whole thing comes together as a really, really good package. You could take it out for a fast spin, you can take it out for a cruise to the shops, you can take it out on a beautiful sunny day, and it will just look incredible in every environment. So we're really, really pleased with it. If you get to come to any of our events throughout the course of the summer and the winter, and even if we sort of manage to get out to a few different cafes and places, you better have a look at it. And you know, it's nice for people to be able to pick out the stuff that they then like to give us a start for a Genesis bike or a brief for maybe the bike that they want to build. So this is the Racer, it's the next in the Racer series. Give us a shout if you want anything like this. I'm going to head over to the other side, see what Stu's up to.
Okay, so we have the copper and black R18, the Night Dragon. Where do I start with this one? I don't know where to start other than the fact that the brief was awesome. And the brief was, let's go with copper, let's go with black, and let's create something that nobody else has seen. We started off with a bog standard R18 with the 19 up front and the 16 on the rear. The brief was from the customer was, I want big. I want big and bold, and I want to take some weight out of the rear end. and I want to give it a Harley Davidson injection. So that's what we did. We've gone in with some bespoke exhaust systems, which has been really sorted out from the guys at Rough Crafts. They have really sorted us out big time. We're getting that over to us in time. We've also gone heavy with the fabrication on the rear end. The customer said, can I please keep the luggage and passenger carrying capabilities of the rear end, but I want it to have a scorpion spike. So can you take some weight out of the rear end? We've done exactly that by removing 70 mil out of the rear mudguard and the rear subframe, modifying the luggage rack and modifying the rear of the mudguard, but keeping that flick to make sure that it is iconically R18. The customer then said, I want some real copper on the bike. It is copper and black, I need the real copper. So can I have some additions on the bike, which mean that there is some copper plating or real copper holding the mudguards in place. These have all been drawn up in CAD and laser cut out of 3mm copper sheet. On the front end, holding the front mudguard, is laser cut copper sheet, CAD designed to work with our in-house PCC mudguard. This is a new addition to the R18 range, with now this working on the R18 platform as well as the R90 platform. The details on this bike are endless, from the Valkyrie hand-scratched, hand-patinaed paint to the satin black, which actually has copper flake inside it. So it's not particularly a sunny day here at the bike shed, but when the sun comes out on this paintwork, everything at black, it isn't black, it's copper, it pops, it's got soul, it's got flair, and it really comes alive. From everything from the real copper pushrod tubes, which are hand fabricated at home in the PCC HQ, down to the copper plated tips. A huge shout out to Joe, our wheel builder, that really came to the forefront with bringing together a bespoke set of hand-built 19 rear, 21 front wheels with the copper spokes plated in-house with the black nipples and satin rims. This bike really has ticked many boxes and is the most unique build that we've done. We're absolutely blown away with how the bike has been finished. Everything down from the handcrafted, in-house covered JKA seat with the PCC detail stamped in the middle of it, all the way down to the actually factory bespoke, brought from BMW, copper badges. I couldn't be happier with the way it came out. And we revealed it here at 7 o'clock on Friday night of the Bike Shed show to the customer, who was blown away. Now, I can't say for definite, but I'm sure we got a little bit of a tear out of him, and he was absolutely over the moon. I can't thank the customer enough for giving us the opportunity to make such a unique bike, and it is very much part of the PCC family and very much part of the stable. So, with that one done, Roy's going to take you over to talk about a beautiful blue and brown Scrambler that we did for a customer, revealed here on Saturday at the Bike Shed show.
We've already waxed lyrical about this in one of our other build videos, but it's a bit like being reunited with an old friend, this one here. This is the PC18 that we took up the Goodwood Hill, but we're not here to talk about that. We're here to talk about this. So here we go. This is probably one of the most refined Scrambler builds that we've built so far. Owner came to us and said, I want something cool, chic, think very much down the distinguished gentleman sort of ride. We've got the bespoke seat on here, again by JK Upholstery, again Valkyrie with the paintwork. Similar to how we do on some of our other builds, like the green ones that have the gold in the paint that really sing in the sun. We've got this one, so we've got silver underneath the blue, which really pops when you push it out into the sunlight. The owner, Ben, then wanted everything to be really like slick and refined, basically. He wanted it to look extremely, extremely chic. So we've gone for the much smaller 5-inch headlight on the front with the Denali in it, which gives really good visibility, but makes it give that sort of heritage old school look on there. We've gone with the flat Rizoma bars, we've gone the Motor Gadget bar end mirrors and indicators. Everything's anodized, it's extremely tidy altogether. And then we've got this really nice touch, which is the Lemotograph rear pegs. That allows us to get rid of the big, horrible sort of standard frame and allows a pillion to be used without having to fill all the rear end with framework. On top of that, we've got one of our PCC new scoops. Again, they're really cool. That's a new product for us. It's got a mottled sort of finish like the standard OEM, and it's even got a kidney grille style front to it, much like the BMW cars do. Just like a little ode or a nod to BMW there. We're really pleased with how it's come out. It's extremely understated, but extremely sort of high-end, in my opinion. So we're really pleased with this. I'm going to head you over to Stu, who's got the last of our builds, the Electrum, back in the main hall.
The Electrum, where do I start? I'll tell you where I start. I will start with the customer. This customer gave us a very simple but rock solid brief. He said, green and gold, sing a Porsche. Yeah, that's right, sing a Porsche. Not a bicycle anywhere in the brief. Or should I say motorcycle anywhere in the brief. It's quite simple, sing a Porsche, and I think we knocked it out of the park. Anything from the JKA, plum seat, all the way up to the custom Valkyrie gold flicked green paint. We have knocked it out of the park with the spec on this one. The wheels, which the customer adequately named wheels from heaven, they are the only wheels that we believe that are fitted to a 9T of this style outside of Japan. They are billet machined, hand painted gold wheels that look absolutely fantastic, and I think look like they are fresh off a Singer Porsche. So that is a big tick for the brief. As well as the signature airbox removal, we've got the Work Wren and Scoop, which is a perfect addition to this sport cafe, neo-modern, I could say, bike, which ticks all the boxes. We've got the Behringer master cylinders for brake and clutch with the Renard CNC switch gears. We've got another signature PCC bit up front with the 5-inch headlight with the Denali up in there, 5-inch, as well as the Motor Gadget clock, which is also a new addition to these bikes. Now that we're working with Dev Moto, they really have come to the party with bringing the signature pieces to the R9T platform and giving it the big signature tick that we love. Obviously, it goes without saying that something that's super sporty needs to have the PCC signature, really modern style front mudguard. That's on there. The other little bits at the very end, we've got the cowl, which is available on our web shop, as well as the Kellerman rear lights, bringing the rear end into a squat, condensed rear end that has everything to offer, from your side lights to your rear lights, brake lights, indicators. It's all there in one condensed, lovely package. We also have the side mount number plate, which is a signature PCC piece, obviously with the integral rear light on for the number plate, making it once again something which ticks all the boxes. So something which I'm overlooking, which I haven't quite forgotten, is the exhaust. 2-into-1 PCC PC18 inspired exhaust system. The customer saw the PC18 at Goodwood last year and said, guys, I have to have that exhaust system. Can you get it on my bike? Absolutely, we can get that on your bike. It's been developed in-house, and I'm very, very happy to say that this is going to be available on our web shop as soon as we got over our weekend at this wonderful show and we've had a chance to catch up with everything. There's a little bit more R&D to be finished off, but it will be available on our web shop. This bike is absolutely littered with Easter eggs and trick bits all over it. I can't even start to go into the detail. However, when we get it back to the shop, we're going to go into heavy detail and let you know all of the trick bits on this bike that really make this bike one of the most luxurious and exotic bikes that we've put together as PCC. And if I'm allowed to say, it's one of my favourites. Anyway, without further ado, I think we can call that a really, really good show, and get ready for the pro photos once we get them up on the site. Thank you.
Cool, so there we go. That was the Bike Shed 2022 for Pier City. It's been brilliant to be able to put ourselves back in front of people again. To be honest, we've missed it. I know obviously we've been mad busy in the workshop for the last 3, 4, 5, 6 weeks solid to get the bikes ready for today. We also kind of feel like for the last 2.5 years we've been kept in this dark cave too. So to finally be back to normality, to see people, to chat about people, to really get back involved in sort of networking and chatting and having coffee and having bikes everywhere. It feels like everything's right again, in my opinion. So yeah, we're pumped, really, really pumped.
It's a combination of a lot of hard work, a lot of brain power, and a lot of patience. We've been waiting for the Bike Shed show for a very, very long time because we knew what we had in the pipeline. We knew the customers that have come to us with the builds, and we knew that we were going to have the perfect platform to display all of these bikes. So I'm just absolutely relieved that we've approached the show with such a strong attitude, and we've ended up at the show with 6 bikes that are very, very strong and are really up there with our finish and how confident we are with, off the back of this show, we're going to have a full order book, a full set of inboxes, and some shattered eyes and some shattered mouths, but we're very, very grateful to everybody that has come out to support us. I'm blown away by people that have just come up to us and said, the YouTube's great, keep doing what you do. And I'll tell you what, the most important thing to me that has blown me away the most is the people that are just over the moon and happy for us doing so well.
Yeah.
That is incredible.
Yeah,
like, wow,
we've
guys,
got a lot of
thank
people support us, not necessarily from like a financial like sort of support and sense like that, more just from like people that we've known now for like years, because whenever we do Welcome People's Bikes, we generally stay friends with them for a very long time, and they've all come up to us like, guys, this is amazing, and you know, we're having a great time. We're just, you know, we're doing well, and we enjoyed it, and we should celebrate that sometimes. It's easy to sort of like get too cool and too hip about it, but like, you know, we're two guys who love doing what we do, and this has been a real sort of like getting to the end of these 3 years and being like, yes, all of that hard work has been worth it, and we're pleased for it. And we want to say also thank you to like all the other people who helped us get to where we are. We have quite a lot of small businesses locally to us who helped out with like the signage, the wood, all of the other stuff, the logistics and stuff, who last minute we had to call a lot of favours in, all of our finishers, and they've been incredible, and we really, really want to thank them for all the help they've given us.
It doesn't go unnoticed. We won't do it all the time because they won't listen to us if we do it all the time, but it really means a lot. It's a testament to myself and Rory and basically doing what we do best and just being ourselves. We're here because of us, but most importantly, we're here because of you guys. So thank you so very much. And
we're off to the after party!